Right, g'day team. Rose on the patio today. Nice man. Good. Right, let me just adjust. Make sure I've got everything in good frame. I got marks on the floor, but trust me, things don't always look as good as they did the week before. I think we're good. Yeah, there we are. Look at that. Beauty. Righto. Oh, good morning, team. I don't know if you can see it, but I left the door open in my studio last night. She's cold. She's cold in here. I was on here before doing a little bit of warm up with my jumper on, just to make sure. Oh, crikey! Okay, don't you worry about that though. We're good. Right, today we've just got a very good little steady session. Allows us to just push the pace a little bit. 3-10 minutes, 90 seconds rest, so we can really start to get into just a really good rhythm with just a gradual climb. Obviously in that rate, but that equals intensity. Okay, so as we come up through these ratings, we just focus more on the way that we're doing it. Really look for that elastic compression as we come forward, so that ability to just slide up, roll up to the catch, and then just feel that compression on the way out. So that uncomfortable position that we get into up here, and then just allow it to push out and just really look for that hang today. Okay, so really focus on the hang today. We'll work on that. I think today the big focus will be on that hang and just getting that body position coming forward into quite a comfortable, like I've talked about a few times, that accordion style, where you, like a spring, and you push it together and then it's got to come back out. Okay, so knowing full well that as we compress, we're getting into a position that we are going to stay in. Okay, and just allowing a little bit of patience at that front to get connected and then send it through that middle. Okay, so the focus is more on feeling that front and then just allowing that connection between the legs and that body to really come through the middle. Okay, so as we get up and rate, it should allow us to do it a little bit easier. Okay, the reason that I'm not a big fan of low rate, like 20's low, but it's not the lowest. Okay, anything under, I've always felt that what happens is that because we're going so slow into that front and we get here, it's like a slow change to get out, and that's where we form bad habits. Whereas if we've got a little bit of pace, we come in and we come back out again, because we can't sit here, right? And you could do it by yourself now without your handles. Is just come forward and just feel that you like your body naturally wants to move back out. Like, unless you're super flexible and have really good ability to hold like your body in this position. Like, I've got to hold my legs here if I want to stay here. Otherwise, I come back to this, which is like my natural compress. Like, that's a natural position without me being up in here and feeling awkward. So as we go through all of this, we're just going to come up and just allow that part there to just do its job, and we hold our body and our posture, and then we'll just be able to come through, and then we're allowing that take up part here, and then we're going to really send through that middle. Once we've got that gear up and running, there, poof, okay, and we'll step back through that stroke, and we'll create that speed, okay? And it'll be easier, I say, as we get up into here, just because of that pace and that pressure, that speed that we're taking into the front. And then we'll just really focus that hang on the way out, okay? Hang all today. Really just forget about the arms. Think about what we talked about, I think, a little bit in that last part of last week, okay? Remember, if we tied a string between here, the seat, and this, that as we come forward here, you can see how it just travels at about the same speed, and then it should start the drive like this part here about the same, and then the handle starts to speed up because we're using that body to come through, okay? But once we get back out over here, there's a very direct relationship between these two here as they come forward, Okay, and if we get that, if we're here or if we're doing this, or you can feel your hands move forward or go slightly more at the catch, not quite as good as it could be. Okay, so allow that to happen. Roll with the machine. We get the flywheel spinning. We're going to tap it along. Okay, remember that's always the key. Even though I talk about working and doing this and doing that, remembering that this jolly old piece of whatever you love to call it, bastard, whatever, it's moving, okay? And our main priority is to tap, tap, tap. We use our energy and then to get it up to speed, and then we keep just enough energy to keep it on top, tapping it along. Boom, you beauty, okay? Right, coffee time. So look, even the coffee's steaming quite a lot in this room. Oh, well, that's right. We'll warm up real fast. Maybe. Oh, you beauty. Right, good to see chat on. Too warm in Germany right now. We'll try tomorrow. Ha! Too warm, you bloody lucky bastard. Mind you, we've just gone through longer stay, shorter stay here in New Zealand. So we're on the way out, and you guys are going back into the pit of winter. Okay, you're down here, you're going this way, and I'm going that way. I'm like, you beauty. Tell you what, it's going to be great. Okay, beauty, light, let's go. Oh, that even made it even more. Okay, yep, let's warm up 3 or 4 minutes, something like that, just to get loose. Oh, once we're loose and ready to go, we're in. Oh. Shake it out, stretch it out, get comfortable. Okay, just really start off as well. While we're not focused on speed, just focus on good structure, good posture. Hands, okay, feel that lead away. Feel now, even though we're not at full compression because we're just still warming into it, feel that relationship. Okay, feel coming forward. Feel that connection through the body from the feet to the handle, okay? Because if we feel a little bit too powerful in the feet, or we're holding the hands too much, we don't have the structure in our body in terms of the muscles to hold, is when we start to do weird shit, sort of a little bit out of sequence, rather than just this hang motion, okay? Very similar to lifting anything off the ground. There's a motion, there's a sequence of the muscle firing and the groups. This is the same, okay? So getting ourselves into a nice position now before we start to press on. Okay, nice. It's good. I feel ourselves just getting that extension, hands coming forward. Start to think about it now while we're starting to firm that roll into the front. Feet, feel the weight on the feet. Have a look down, just feel yourself rolling to that position, rolling to that point. Okay, that compressive point here. You're just going to roll there, I'm there. Okay, you're going to get to that point. So we set up, the reason we set up is because when we're there, that's when we've got to change and be in the position here to be able to come out and put that pressure down. Okay, nice long arms as we start to firm. Feel the hands and the feet as we press on the feet with the body and the legs, the hands. have good hand connection of the handle through the arms. Okay, good. Okay, so we'll go for another 10 strokes. Nice push. Okay, another 3. Boom. Good. Right, feeling good. Feeling good. Just going to watch my technique. Not bad. Hey, I'll critique that. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Good hand, good posture. Glad you're looking at something not too bad. Always critique myself as well. Good. Okay. Right. Let's use all those parts that we've just been talking about. Put it into action here. As we go through these, you can see it. 5, 3, 2, 20, 22, 24. Everything's climbing. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. We've still got majority down here. Okay. But we start climbing into here for that second set. So after the second set, we'll be pretty warmed up. And then the last one's our focus session. 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. Okay. All the way up. Climb, climb, climb. Okay. And all we're looking for is that little bit of extra speed each time. Not too much. We want to have extra speed, but we don't want to go like 20% more effort, 20%, 20%, 20%. Just a little bit more effort each time to move that speed, tap it along, get it going, hold the speed, maintain. Let's think about maintenance as being the key, okay? So after the first 10, 15 seconds, when we create that speed, we get it up, try and maintain what we get it down to, okay? So don't rip and fucking roar it down from 22, 24 and get a massive jump in speed and then not be able to sustain it. We want to get to something and go, right, this is going to test me, but let's just tap it along. Let's hold it. Let's maintain it. Same again, same again. Beauty. Right, okay, select workout, new workout, intervals time. Go left, take that up to 1, take old mate down to 0, and 1.5 minutes in rest. Okay, I've given us plenty of rest. Probably too much, in my opinion. But I think if we have that little bit of rest, if we really focus, a little bit more mentally draining to stay really focused on what we're doing. Plus, it just allows us to try and just, because we're focusing on that, we'll be squeezing a little bit more or whatever, maybe a little bit less, or going up and down, trying to change it, whatever. It just gives us a little bit more time to decompress after each set, refocus, because you might not get it right, and then next one, boom, right, okay, easy. Checkbox, done. Water down the gullet, lock and load, rock and roll. Hey, easy. Okay, hopefully everyone's ready. Ready? Nice, simple, 5, 3, 2, starting at 20. Good rhythm, good rate. Let's go. Okay, nice. So you ready? Attention, go. Okay, allow ourselves a little bit of time here to get back into the rhythm. Nice hang, long arms. Take a little bit of time, feel that stretch. As I say, the big focus today is on this natural compression to get to that point. Okay, let yourself get there. Obviously, we'll work on the setup. Once you're there, just taking a little bit of patience, and then we really focus this hang, right under here, flat, armpits. So you'll quite often hear me say, leave the handle out long. The handle shouldn't be a thought. If we're connected through that body, through the arms, handle's coming to us. We're not focusing on the handle specifically, okay? We leave it there, push that body back, hands come to us. If we're focused too much on, I've got to have grip, I've got to get the handle like here, feel like I've got hold of it, it can take a little bit away from that elastic, relaxed hang that we're trying to find that allows our body to be the force to sit back through that stroke. Okay, good. Nice hang. Roll forward. Okay. Feel from that pre-finish position where we get the body into that there, that sort of 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock position, whatever way you're watching. And then we let ourselves sit back, allow the hands to move out a little bit, and we follow them forward. Nice flex in the hips, nothing too disjointed or mechanical, let it mold together. And roll forward. There. Nice. Okay, real good. Okay, nice on the feet. As we roll into the front, feel that weight coming onto the balls. There. We're in position. We basically come to a stop right there. Okay. Roll. And then we just change direction with that hand. Press away. Good. Nice motion. Okay. So, freedom. Remember, move everything quicker. Now, so if we start with our back end, moving the hands, it means to travel forward quicker. And then the offset is at the drive, marginally faster as well. Okay, and there's our new rhythm. So now we roll with this, sitting up again.
Roll in. There. Feel that patience right there. Don't be in a hurry to make it go there. Take up. We've got that core structure. Push and swing. Good. Long arms, hang under the armpits. Nice. Really good. Okay, nice and relaxed. Find the breathing rhythm. Okay, probably be a bit disjointed. Everyone to their own. Just remember, stay loose. Roll with the speed of the machine. Back and forward. Okay, good. Long arms. Feel that hang. Okay, we're going to be prepared. We're going up again. So just remember, tap it along. Don't work too hard. Speed of movement. Here we go. Now, a little bit more freedom. Always self-check. Are we ramming this into the body, or are we brushing around? Okay, remember, hang. Movement through the stroke. Legs drive the body. Good. Good hang. Nice. Okay, good rhythm. Momentum as we press, okay? Feel the feet. Nice. Good. Long arms. Armpits. Okay, feel that compress naturally right to there. Okay, there. Sit up off the back. Roll. We're there. Okay, don't even think about it. No searching. There. Okay, last few. Good. Nice. Okay, really good. Good motion. Good flow. Really nice. Okay. Right. Let me just check old mate here. For some reason he's gone a bit AWOL. Got a live chat. Not working the best, never mind. Right, should be still going. Only ever had that a couple of times where we've had big issues with the connection. No idea why. Pretty lucky. Good. Okay, so second one, very similar to the last. Okay, we start really well. First 7 minutes is just really controlled. Very similar to the last. Okay, and then just speed it up a little bit more here towards the finish. Okay, really good focus, good pressure. Here we go. Same focus now. Okay, be nice and comfy here. It's always good. The reason I do these sessions, and we start certain areas and we build, is we get comfortable here, we work on focus and the form, and then we start to test ourselves a little bit more for each set. Okay? Nice. Plenty of time, okay, to feel this rhythm. Feel the setup, be nice and relaxed. Feel that chain, drawing the body forward throughout that first part of the recovery. Okay, remember, we're not trying to be here and straight. Mold it in so that by the time we're there, half, 2/3 of the way forward, we're in position. Okay, still got to get the hands out over the knees. Still got to start with the body coming forward. Okay, you don't want to be like this and then get to here. But we also don't want to be super mechanical and stiff. We need that flexibility, that suppleness. It's a really nice motion. Okay, fluidity of the stroke. Nothing jerky, nothing like super mechanical. Really try and mold it together. Still good focus on the way that we're doing it, and the sequence that we're trying to achieve, but mold it. Good. Good focus, team. Really nice. Good patience. Good rhythm. Good momentum. Nice. Okay, feel that connection. Hands and feet. You get that. The seat has a really good opportunity, especially out of the start of the drive, to hold that speed of the handle before it starts accelerating past. Nice. Good. Good. Long hands, long arms. Really nice. Good motion. All right. Changing up. Spread up. Now, just that little bit more movement speed, initiated by the hands around the finish. Rush the body. Good. We flow forward. Feel the pressure change in the feet. Okay, good. Good motion. And feel that little bit of pull on the strap. Body coming forward. Feet start to float as we ride in the speed of this handle. And press. Okay? And those feet, because we can feel that pressure, also help with us there holding that position as we get to that compression. Okay? Good extension under the armpits. There. So when we're at the front with the body, we can push away from the handle. Okay? Push away from the handle. It's going to come. Nice. Really good. Good push. Okay, nice feet. To that body. Sit back through the whole stroke. Double check how the hands get into the body. Are we pulling or are they coming? Hands come to us. Through the sequence of that motion. Right, up two. You know how to do it. Now, breathe. Good. Good motion. Good rhythm. Tap along. Okay, speed of the flow is moving. Now we focus on the protection. Smooth movements. Nice long body. Nice long arms. Remember, stroke happens right through with patience at the front. The most powerful parts through the middle. There. Legs and body. Good. Okay, breathe. Remember to find that relaxation, composure. Breathe. Just hold this rhythm. Okay? Tapping it up. Now, don't force it. Move quicker. Take your time. Yeah. Good. Okay, now hold. Breathe into it. Relax into it with the body. Hang. armpits, compress, push and swing. Nice. Really good. Great. Okay. Real nice. Real solid. Don't know about you guys, but I'm pushing some speed today. Probably a little bit too much trying to talk. It's good. Okay. And you get in that zone, you get in that rhythm, find that balance, okay, between working super hard, but having that control and that suppleness, okay? When you really start to, hopefully you start to identify when you're stringing some really good strokes together and good motion and how it feels, okay? We get that right, it gets us a good platform, okay? We might be slightly off it occasionally, might get it for 5 strokes, but that's it, that's how it works, okay? Finding, getting ourselves in a good place, string a few together, that's good. Focus, check, do it again. Okay, last set. Here we go, rock and roll time. Okay, 2 minutes at each, here we go. Now, okay, right back down to this steady, motion focused 20 rate. Okay, first couple of rates, just setting the scene. And then we're gonna really climb, look for good, elastic, continuous motion speed once we get up to that 24, 26, 28. Okay, elasticity here, compress. Okay, feel that little bit of stretch in the calves with those ankles as we get to that front. Calves, Achilles, they're helping stop us from overreaching. That nice flexibility in those ankles. Long arms. Okay. Feel the hand. Remember armpits. Under the arms, down in the lats. Good. Really nice. Okay, this is good rhythm, good start. Nice patience to feel that set up here. We're setting the scene, setting the platform, and we change from here. Here we go, up 2. Now, okay, good rhythm here. Nice, good hang. Yeah. Okay, good focus. Hold the rhythm. Nice long strokes. Connected. Sequenced through the middle. And remember, release any tension if we've got it up here. Okay? Try and make sure we're nothing too much up here. Keep it low. Armpit hang. Lat hang. Okay? Good speed. Good motion speed too. Listen to that flywheel. Taking the speed of it. Okay, here we go. Free it up. Now. Okay, we're starting to get closer to that 1-to-1 ratio. Breathe. Hands brush the body. One speed forward. Okay, remember that. Try and find that ability. One speed on the recovery, two, the compression. Nice. Really good. Nice. Okay, good push. Feel those feet. Think about the hands. Not too much tension in the grip. We've got feeling. If we grip the hands, all the muscles right up here start to tense as well. Okay? Good hold. No choke. Okay? Okay? Breathe. Relax. Tap. Okay, here we go. Free it up. Now, here's that ratio now. Speed of the flywheel. Now breathe into it. Hang. Sit back. Push that body back through the drive. While we hang the arms long, sit back. One push. Push those legs right through the drive. Hinge those hips off there. Okay, flywheel's moving. What are we doing? Roll in. Smooth change. Take up. No hit. Nice flow. Hands roll forward. One speed. Okay, if you've got a real good rhythm and you want to hold it. Otherwise, up two. Now, don't try and work too hard, okay? Come with me, more freedom, move quicker, okay? Breathe. That took me 15 seconds to get my rate. Now I'm there, I'm gonna hang and feel my speed. Hands are moving. Elastic compression. Push and swing. Good. Long arms. Feel the feet. Feel the hands. Hang. Nice. Nice long swing. Flywheel. Patience around the front. Nice, good. Feel the body. Through the drive. Arms long. Move freely. Good. All the way. Hold the focus. Beauty. That was a ripper. Excuse me. Wow, real good. I am steaming here right now. Okay, let's take our time. Suck it in. Don't need to worry about how we're looking right now. Just as long as you're not sitting there doing nothing. Okay, that's all I ask. We're moving, still stimulating blood flow. Recovery, key. Excuse me. Suck it in. At least the heart rate's dropping pretty good. Okay, in your own time, next 10 seconds or so, just reset. Machine. We'll spend 2 or 3 minutes here, just take our time here, okay? Now, while we're not under pressure, and we're literally using body weight, let's focus now on these long arms. Just leaving them out long. Trying to keep it underneath, down through here, okay? We're trying to feel that pressure down through here rather than up here, okay? That extension of the handle and the arms, okay? Obviously the old coaches used to do this. Go underarm, okay? Which really starts, it does, because you just turn your arm over, okay? Different muscle groups slightly. Takes it away from people wanting to go like this. You can't do it when you're doing that, okay? Can't get up in there. It's quite awkward, okay? But it does just show what you're trying to do in terms of the movement with your arms, which is quite nice and flat as well. It's just different when you do it the other way. Excuse me, okay? So now once we start feeling a bit better, heart rate dropped about 80 beats. Not quite, about 70. We can just breathe it out, just feel a little bit of extra length on this travel forward to the compression in the arms. Nice hang. Okay. And just feel that body weight pressing back. Okay. It's really nice. It's good focus, especially in the warm down. If we do it once we get ourselves back under control, if we focus a little bit here, because we're not under pressure, we can just do things slightly different, get a little bit more understanding about the feeling, okay, about that, what I talk about with the leaving the hands out, okay? You can feel what it does. Might feel really weird because you'll be like, Jesus, I don't know how I'm going to get my arms like into my body here, okay? But that, once we put pressure on, that is what happens when they push and the body comes through, the arm's going to come anyway. Whereas now, it does feel like, if we leave them long, that from here, we really do have to pull them in because we don't have the momentum. But it gives us the idea of what's happening off the front from here when we push and we leave the hands out long. Okay? So focus that. See if we can slide just a tad further up with the compression. Okay, do another 30 seconds here. Just get right to extension now. Feel body weight. There it is. Long arms. Feel the push. Okay. Really good. Beauty. Okay. Lovely. Okay, great workout, team. Really, really good. Sorry, I just had to reset the old phone. She gets about 20 seconds, 30 seconds behind sometimes. But that's no big worry. So if I talk, I know it just takes a bit sometimes for it to come back into play. Really good session. Okay, hopefully what we spoke about at the start, those focal points, really long hang under here, that natural compression, just allowing that seat to come forward. Okay, hopefully we put that in as we climb through those rates. We start really good speed, good focus, and we just tap it along, tap it along, tap it along. I know especially these two, you know, pretty testing. The reason I said, because we were sitting at 26, and I felt real good. I felt real good. I had a really good rhythm going. It was beautiful. And that's why I said, if you've got a good speed, I know that when you go up rate sometimes and it gets a little bit higher, that we rush, we just don't get it right. And so just remember, even when you're doing sessions with me, if you're on a really good rhythm, then it gets a little bit out of control. Sometimes it might be better to just pull it back a bit. Don't worry too much about rate. Just listen to what I'm saying. Okay. And just hold that speed and get a good feeling. Okay. And this is the whole self-evaluation, which we have to do. But it is a really good opportunity. Sometimes things you might not be feeling the best, whatever. It's better to leave it lower, get it better than it is to go faster and try and do it and not quite hit the mark. Okay. All good. Inverted wrists was new. Yeah, that way. Yeah, I don't like it because I'm unflexible, so it feels weird because I really want to do this coming forward because it sort of cramps me. But I've seen it done so many times with different coaches to just because their kids will just be like this and they just do that and then they'll be like, do this because you can't lift it. You got to go this way just because of the way everything's or your biomechanics. But yeah, real question. How do you maximize efficiency time through the swing? Not like too little too much video. Any drills? Tune the swing. It's a really interesting one because like you only start to really feel a nice swinging motion, sort of 24, 26. And so there's not super like too many drills. Probably like one thing that you could do
is doing like up downs, where you could go like a minute at 20, minute at 24. Like we've done them in the past, and we could probably do it next week. I might do it next week. You could do something very similar to this, and you just go 20, 22, 20, 24, 20, 26. So you get this idea of the swing. You start, and then you've got to use that body swing to create that momentum. Okay, and it really does, excuse me, it really does start getting you into tune with that body movement. And you can only really do it once you're up, because at 20 and 22, there's a lot of force being produced. Okay, so if you look at watts, because watts is exponential, at here, we'll use round numbers here. You're at 200, 220, 240, 260, 280. Okay, so it's not a massive jump as you go up in terms of the power output, but of course it's the motion and the speed, because obviously once you get up to like 300 or 400, you're max. There's no more. So it's all about rating and pressure to be able to get that swing, and hence why you can feel the swing, but it is a lot more powerful at these rates than it is once you start getting up into here, and there's almost that 1-to-1 ratio. That's really where the body starts to bring in that motion. So the only real sort of things you can do is use that rating. Now we want to get the body posture and the way that we're holding ourselves and the sequence of what we're doing. It has to happen here at more of a strength level. I don't know if that's the right word, but at a more of a focus, like I have to really be engaged level. And then once you get up in here, it's freedom, right? You'll always you'll hear me say free it up, let it flow, because that's what has to happen here. If you're too mechanical, trying to be too strong with it when you're here, it just becomes disjointed rather than that real good motion. So the only real way is to get some rate, okay? The other way that you could do it, if to take the stress off, but to get the swing, drop the damper and use the rate, and you won't be working as hard, but you'll be getting that feeling of that swing, okay? So it's just a process of going through those different ones on the way up to get the body into good posture, and then allow it the freedom, once that flywheel's moving, to be able to really just feel that swing back with the body, okay? Now, very similar to last week where we did those building pieces, you can do that as well, okay? So you can just do a session where you'd be like, all I'm going to do is just build to 24, 26. Just every stroke, just try and feel a little bit more speed, a little bit more momentum, and then just hold for 10 strokes, take it back down, do it again, build it up, hold it for 10, go down. And you just, for however long you want to do it for, and it will just help get that feeling of that rhythm. The biggest thing about that swing is it's how hard you're trying to work while you're doing it. Now that sounds like an absolute oxymoron, but and hopefully you guys understand it, is that we work to get the speed up. So when I say free it up, we have to free it up and we have to work a little bit harder. But then once we're at that speed, then all we're trying to do is keep that motion, because the flywheel's moving, we're tapping along, and that's where you create this. Once you've got that swing happening and that body pushing the legs open, that's where you've got it. To get that swing as well, Robro, none of that. You've got to have this. The moment we start doing like this too much, you'll never get a swing, okay? Whereas if you've got this, that creates that. One exercise you could try, okay, it is the straight arm exercise probably, is where you're doing that, okay? So you're really just like hanging, really focus on this, okay? And you'll feel yourself really wanting to bring the arms in, but this motion, okay, you do this, okay, and then you just let it go. Don't even think about the arms. Do like a 3/4, just let it happen. And then, so the focus is more on this part than it is on bringing the arms into you.
That's why I really try and push that whole, feel the hang, long arms, under the armpits, because that's where the power is created. And all that this is doing is holding what we created in the stroke. This can't do shit, okay? But the body, this holds what we created. Easy. Hope that helps, okay? Try that straight arm a little bit, okay? It's really hard on the row machine to do a lot of drills. You know, it is a sport, it is a fitness that you get better by rowing. There's really no way to get better at rowing than rowing. Don't get me wrong. You can do a lot of core and some deadlifting and squats and cleans and there's a lot of physical stuff like that. But in terms of the actual motion of the stroke, there's really nothing else, okay? It's quite unique in the way that it is. And so that's why we do a lot on the row, basically, okay? That's why rowers, you're on a row machine, you're on the water, you might be on the bike, and you're in the weights room. There's not much running, not much other shit, no swimming, unless you're really injured, but that's about it. Okay, so I hope that helps, team. Great work. Really, really good, really solid. I think I've got my session for next week now, thanks to old Robo. But just keep it up. Just keep working on it when you're at home, when you're at the gym, doing whatever. It's just this efficiency and everything I talk about, that it just takes time, okay? But it's all about that hang and that body's ability to, you know, like we're doing those cleans, is holding it here, okay, and then coming up with the whole body, okay? If we lift too early, we try and use the arms too early, it's just weak, okay? It's a biomechanical, physiological way that we have to open that body. If we do it any other direction or any other way, it ain't gonna work as well as it could, okay? And always remember that. Everybody does it slightly different. I'm just trying to give you the tips and the tools to try and understand, get a feeling so that you can do it by yourselves when you're at home, no one else around. Okay, easy game. Thank you very much, team. Just remember, any questions, flick us through a message, do whatever. My Instagram, YouTube, I look at it every now and again. But otherwise, keep up the good work, keep training hard, keep doing what you're doing on the way that you're working towards your goals. And thanks very much from me and the Sensei team. Really good to have you on board. And I'll just try and do my best to get you guys better as much as possible. Come here into the pain cave in the freezing cold and sweat it out. But that's what we're here for. Okay? Thanks very much, team. We'll see you guys here next week. Going to be fun. Okay? Beauty. Peace out. Have a good weekend and good rest of you next week. See you later, team.